You're probably looking at this commentary right now. You're looking at this video and seeing that I don't have the audio playing in the background of this particular video because it sounds kind of janky when it comes through on my computer. I don't know why, but I'm just going to speak over the video, basically being like a narrator. So you see this video right here. You had this man walk in and he followed this woman. Well, he didn't follow her in because he was from a distance and going back into a very familiar place, and that familiar place being that nail shop in which that man Tyrone Muhammad just a few days before went and broke the windows out of using bricks, because he was basically saying that these individuals were treating the women that were there very badly. And he got a lot of praise. People gave him some money so he could pay for his books and get some legal fees and everything like that. But then when I was reading through the comment section of my video about that, some people were saying that those women most likely went back and they gave that business some more of their money. And I said, you're probably right. But you know what? I said, it is what it is. So I came across this video right here on Tariq's page, on his Instagram page, and lo and behold, some of those women, it may not be the same exact women, went right back to this spot and decided to give that store some more of their business, despite them actually, knowing the circumstances of what was going on. And you can tell by when he walked in there and he had that camera out and how them people looked up, they had the guilty look on their face like, oh shit, here they go again, recording us and everything like that. The guy went there with the intention of hoping that maybe he would be proven wrong. Maybe there's a slight chance that they would not come back to this shop. Maybe there's a good chance that maybe they did get on code. But as you can see, all was a failure. It was all hope was lost in that situation. And I, for one, can say that I'm honestly not surprised. And people wanted to get mad at me in my comment section saying, Taurean, you are a little biased when you talk about black women and everything like that. Listen, I'm going to say this again. I go in on everybody, but when something has to be called out and addressed, it has to be. And right now, black women, the collective of you are now in the hot seat, and it's finally coming to that time where it has to be addressed. Some of you have a mental illness. Scratch that. A lot of you do. I don't know what the hell is going on in your head. I don't know why some of you can't do your nails at home or go to a black nail tech or a black owned whatever. Because I'm very sure that if you take the time to look up, you have a smartphone, and see if there's any black owned nail shops around, you could probably go to one. And to my knowledge, I think there are a few, but you just can't stay out of that Asian store even after he goes upside your head a few times. This man, Tyrone Muhammad, actually went out of his way to do something for your benefit. And this is the thanks he gets. And by the way, when y'all get a chance, go on the Instagram if you have one. And you don't even have to have one. You can just go on the Instagram and probably, I'm not sure, you might have to have one. And look at the comment section under Tariq's page that has this video on it. You will see so many black women deflecting about this, giving all types of excuses as to why they are still going to that shop. You even had some black women on Facebook, I think, where someone was telling me under the video about the Tyrone Muhammad situation, saying that he shouldn't have done that. Why did he break the windows? What was he trying to prove? These are the same women that will say that they need black men to protect them. I swear some of you are bipolar as fuck. It's like y'all are too afraid to go forward, but you're too scared to go backwards. You're like a car. You're stuck in neutral. Like, make up your damn mind. Do you want a black man around you to so-called protect you? Or are you still on that strong, independent woman bullshit that hasn't benefited you for the last 50 fucking years? This is why I go off on you the way that I do. And I'm right. And I have every damn right to do so. Just like I said last year, when you had those women line up for a fucking sale for some goddamn wigs and weave after that grandmother just had hands put on her by that Asian store owner, had her leaking in front of her grandchild, and I guess that was her daughter. They went right back into that line and got in that line and cursed that man out when he was trying to protest on their behalf. This is exactly why black men are trying, and I'm gonna be completely honest, this is exactly why a lot of black men have divested themselves away from the community. Because they don't have a control on their women. Not to have control over, but a grasp of. You know what it's probably going to take for you to realize that we are all you got? It's going to take white zaddy government to cut you off. As long as he has the puppet strings on you, we will never have control of this community. Never. And they know that. It's all by design. And to be honest, many of you are comfortable with that. Many of you are. See, I'm saying the shit right now that many of you are afraid to say. But many have actually said and actually have gone above and beyond and done the research to prove it. You know, I think, man, you know what I think it was? I think for a while, I think I was just in denial of what was going on. Maybe that's what it was. But now I see it for what the fuck it is. Many of us love dwelling in dysfunction. At this point, you can't really say that is this person's fault or is that person's fault. No one held a gun to your head and forced you to go back to those stores where you were being mistreated. Y'all are acting like y'all are in a domestic violent situation or relationship, I should say. I don't know what the hell it is. That's something that y'all are going to have to deal with. That is your own personal hang up. This is why a lot of black men have given up, because they are tired of trying. Like I said, this man went to that store on your behalf. He even called some of you out in the store. And y'all still sat there getting your nails done because y'all didn't believe or take him seriously until them bricks went flying. And then apparently you still didn't take him seriously because even while the store is boarded up the way that it is, y'all still went back to that same store and continued to give them your business. And then have the nerve to say out of your mouths that you need protection, that the black man needs to take charge, that he needs to do this and he needs to do that. No, what the fuck you need to do is get your mind right and tighten the fuck up. That's what you need to do. Some of our kids around here are all messed up right now, quiet as it's kept. Mainly it's because of you. Oh, we calling all this shit to the carpet today because this is not just about this situation right here. This is a symptom. This is just a small drop in the bucket of a long list of fuckery that has been going on for years. I swear, ever since that palm-colored woman brought feminism into black women's lives, it has been hell on earth for the black community ever since. And y'all can sit up there all day and say that the black man didn't do this and that the black man didn't do that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all are definitely going to collectively get your wake up call. And when it does, you better pray to God or whoever it is you pray to, that it is someone there to help you pick up the pieces. Because the way many of you have been acting is absolutely appalling. And for years, you've never had anybody call you out on your behavior. Black men have had to always be held accountable for everyone's shit, including our own. And a lot of times we took accountability for your shit so you wouldn't have to deal with the consequences because we knew many of you couldn't handle it. But that's fine, though. That's okay. Because apparently y'all love it. Hey, you like it and love it. It is what it is. But like I said, many of you just be asking for it. Like y'all must love the punishment. Y'all love the consequences. It must be a generational thing. It has to be. Gone are the days of for some of us, for grandparents, great grandparents. I can't even really say for most of us, our parents, because some of our parents act just like this, are just like this. And it carries on through generations. And it's sad because I don't see the cycle ending. Like, when does it end? When does it stop? We have tried to stop this cycle of fuckery, but it doesn't seem to want to end. And it's mainly because the perpetrators of said cycle don't want it to end. They are perfectly fine with this filth that is occurring. Like I said, I can come on here all day and I could talk about any and everybody. You want to know why I come down on some of you the hardest, though? Especially, well, not just you, but our people in general, is because I actually give a damn. If I didn't care, I would just wash my hands of the whole situation and pretend the shit doesn't exist. I can't even say that I'm mad at this video. I can't say that it makes me upset. I can't say it makes me angry or makes me sad. What it does, though, is makes me goddamn disappointed. And disappointed will supersede all the other emotions I just gave. Why? Because that means that you actually expect more from a certain group of people or a sector of people. But they just continue to fail on delivery, mainly because of their own cognizance. Not because they were forced to do so. No one held a gun to their head and told them, look, go back to that store or else. They chose to go back to that store and continue to give them their business. And I'm talking like this in this tone, and I'm having this video play in an endless loop because I want you to understand the idiocy that is coming out of this community. Because I don't want you to say, oh, he's just going in just to go in. No, I want you to see why the fuck I'm going in. And this is a side of myself I never thought I would have to ever display to my audience. But I swear to God, many of you make me have to do it. Like, I couldn't speak about this in a very low tone. I couldn't. I could not. Because it has to be addressed. No one else is going to talk about it in the way that it should be. You'll have some that will, but not many. And like I said, the reason why we do is because we actually care. Some of them do it because they don't care, but I actually do care. But I'm starting to question that because now it's happening too frequently. And I refuse to waste my goddamn blood pressure at the age of 30 over this bullshit. And some of you will not talk about it. I keep telling people to go and make channels so they can have some, so they can help me out with this. So it doesn't have to seem one-sided, so we can actually have some open dialogue about this. Some of you won't even do that. Because like I said, all it takes is one wrong move and I can get taken off this platform, and then what? If I decided to not come back, what would you do? But this is frustrating. It really is. It's like talking to a child. And even a child in most cases has more common sense than the women in this goddamn video. Hell, in some cases, a dog has more common sense. What part of do not continue patronizing these businesses that treat you like shit do you not understand? It took this black man to come down there with a red bag full of bricks and break through windows for his point to get across. And apparently it didn't get that far across because there are still people going there giving this establishment their business. I was looking at a video that Seiji Hito, and shout out to him, did on his channel where he showed the video that led to Tyrone Muhammad going to this store. And in that video, I saw exactly what I knew I would see. The Asian store owners treating the black women in there like shit. You got them like pushing on them, talking shit to them, cursing at them in their language and some of our language, and they're still going there. You enjoy the abuse, but then when we try to tell you to go to a black owned business, oh, I can't go there because their stuff is too high. Oh, I can't go there because they tried to scam me. Oh, I can't go there because... Listen, let's just put it all on the table. Let's put it on the goddamn table. You don't go to that black owned business because you don't like black people. Let's just put the shit out there. I even had one person a couple years ago tell me that they really don't do business with black people when I tried to bring them a business opportunity that I was a part of. They told me that online. I'm not even lying. That's really what it all boils down to. You don't have to sugarcoat anything to me. I know what the deal is. I know what it is. But many of you are trying to mask and disguise this as something completely different than what the fuck it is. I think I might be completely done after this. I need to take, I'll still, like I said, I will still continue to do my videos. But as far as addressing situations like this, I need to take a breather from doing stuff like this. I do. Because it is pissing me. It's been past pissing me off. It is already pissed me off. But like I said, above all else, I'm just disappointed. I just am. And you can try to compare this to going to buy a pair of Jordan because they try their best to, with the whole thing with men, they try to compare it to us buying Jordan. Well, listen, take it from somebody who is 30 years of age and, believe it or not, has not owned or bought a pair of Jordans a day in his life. They cannot be compared. When's the last time you've seen store owners fight with black men over a pair of Jordans inside of the store? And even if they have, they are very few and very, very far in between. But we have seen how many videos where Asian store owners have locked their doors, hold the women in there, accuse them of stealing, even if they weren't stealing, and put their hands on them, put them in headlocks, hit them, kick them, all of that. In nail shops, in beauty supply stores, and wig stores, and weaves or whatever. And they still go to the store. Like I said, if you look in the video, the look on their face is of shock. They're guilty. They know that they were wrong. That means the fact that they had that look of guilt on their face lets you know they were aware of what Tyrone Muhammad did. They looked at the video, examined it, and they made up in their own head, fuck this nigga. This nigga ain't shit. He ain't gonna stop me from going to get my hair done, my nails did, for my hands and my feet. They made that up in their head that they were going to defy this man. That's why I said, above all else, a lot of black women not only do not like black men, they not only do not love black men, but they despise and they disrespect black men. I'm done.